Namaste. Hi friends, how are you? Okay, somebody suggested that why don't you make a video on overthinking, ma'am? I said that's a good topic. People do tend to overthink. Now, what is overthinking actually? Overthinking मतलब क्या आपके हिसाब से? मतलब each thought जो आपके दिमाग में आता है, usually it starts with a problem, right? एक प्रॉब्लम जब दिमाग में आ जाता है तो उसी के बारे में हम विचार करते रहते हैं. वी जस्ट कीप ऑन थिंकिंग 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 थिंकिंग. इट बिकम्स ओवर थिंकिंग. Now tell me something. All these people, all of you, whoever has this habit of overthinking, by doing so much of overthinking, have you got the result? So, I'm sure you know this, right? You think so much कि your mind starts hurting, your head starts hurting, but उससे आपको कोई solution तो मिलता नहीं है ना. तो उसी प्रॉब्लम में बैठ के हम उसी के प्रॉब्लम के बारे में सोचते रहेंगे और सोचते रहेंगे और सोचते रहेंगे, and you keep on overthinking and thinking and thinking about it. How is it going to get solved? It's never going to get solved unless you shift your focus to the solution mode. This issue is there, this problem is there. Thinking about it just becomes big in your head. It becomes so big in your head that the solution is just outside that big huge balloon that you've made in your head by thinking and overthinking. And you're always thinking about what's going to happen in the future. If this happens, if that happens, this person behaves like this or that person behaves like this, over which you have no control. Look at the problem. Okay, ये problem है. To go and find a solution to it instead of just going on repeating that same problem in your head. What's the point in doing that? And that's something that is in your control. अभी आप बोलेंगे ये तो control हमसे नहीं होता. ये गलत है. Mind आपका है, control भी आपका है. This is a effort you have to put. It is a muscle to build. अगर उस प्रॉब्लम के बारे में आपको विचार आते हैं continuously, you have to stop your mind and do that mindfully. You can stop your mind. You speak to your divine. Tell the divine, stop this thought. I want the solution. I know this is the problem. मैं उसके बारे में विचार नहीं करना चाहती हूँ. ये मुझे पता है ये प्रॉब्लम है, उसके बारे में बार बार वही सोच के I'm not getting a solution and I'm getting frustrated. मुझे ये thought नहीं चाहिए, मुझे इसका solution दे दो. You have to speak to your divine, you speak to your higher sacred self. You all have that power. All of us have it, in fact. We just don't tap into our power. Ask, no, the divine is your friend. Ask the divine. I always say this, talk to your divine, talk to your divine. You need to speak to your divine about this. And the divine is right inside you, is waiting. You are not connecting with him. What can the divine do? The divine will not interfere if you don't want the divine to interfere. Divinity respects you a lot. So to keep your respect, it will not do something which you may probably not accept. So you have to connect. Tell that power inside you, stop. I do not want to talk about this. I want a solution to this. So overthinking actually is something which you have created, not somebody else who has created. Which you'll say, yes, I know I have created, but then how do I stop it? This is exactly the way you stop it, that you talk to your divine inside you, or talk to that mind which is overthinking. Tell that mind, stop. I don't want to think of this issue. Give me the answer. And that same mind has the answer also. That mind which goes on and on with your thoughts, with your overthinking as you call it, that same mind will give you the solution also. It's not that it's a separate mind. But you have to select the button stop over there. Otherwise you can go on. For example, in the pandemic, everybody got into the habit of watching OTT platform ke sare serials or this, that and the other. There was binge watching. People still do binge watching. And then they say, I can't control myself. I keep binge watching and I waste hours watching some television show or something like that. नो, ये किसके हाथ में है? बिंज वॉचिंग ये किसके हाथ में है? यू कैन स्टॉप इट, राइट? एंड देन हु डू यू ब्लेम दिस टू? नुकसान किसका है? अपना ही. सो व्हाई आर यू, मतलब आ बैल मुझे मार वाली स्थिति है ना. यू ओनली आर योर ओन एनिमी. डोंट बिकम योर ओन एनिमी ना. एटलीस्ट अपने आप के दुश्मन मत बनो ना. सो ओवर थिंकिंग में कुछ है ही नहीं करने के लिए. मुझे जब लोग बोलते हैं क्यों हमको ओवर थिंकिंग, आई थिंक है ओवर थिंक, क्यों? Is it something that you require a pat on your back? Oh, he overthinks. Bichara, please do help something. He overthinks. What? What do you mean he overthinks or she overthinks? I have this habit of overthinking. That's not something great that you're doing. It's not something that will give people sympathy. No. You fight it. You get over it. You will help others also get over it. Once you have achieved it, you can tell others also, this is what I have done. Get out of that zone, get into another zone. It's as simple as that. Everything is within us, we can only do it. You're listening to me, I'm just advising you what to do. Didn't you know this? Come on. Of course you knew this. But you want someone to say it from the outside. Someone to empathize with you, ki, oh, poor person, poor guy, he's in the habit of overthinking. Don't get into that victim mode. Don't get into that poor me mode. It's no big deal. Overthinking, just forget about it. Next thing you have to ask your mind, that same mind, stop now. इसको मुझे थिंकिंग करके मुझे अपने माइंड में प्रॉब्लम को इतना बड़ा बलून नहीं बनाने का. What is the solution? That same mind will give you the solution. You tell the mind to stop. That same mind will give you the solution. Ask the mind. You're encouraging the mind when you're doing overthinking. The mind gets encouraged. So एक thought से दूसरे thought से तीसरे thought. It goes on because that's what you've asked the mind to do. वो mind अपना ड्यूटी कर रहा है. अपने स्वभाव के मुताबिक वो चल रहा है. वो thoughts दे रहा है आपको. उसको नहीं पता है कि you are getting so troubled with the overthinking. So किसके हाथ में है ये? एक माइंड को स्टॉप करो और दूसरे माइंड को ऑन करो. सोल्यूशन दे दो. माइंड को ही बोलना है, सोल्यूशन दे दो. ये आपका ही माइंड है, किसी और का माइंड नहीं है. मैं आपके माइंड को स्टॉप करने के नहीं आऊँगी. तो आपके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है मुझे नहीं पता. मैं आपको सिर्फ एडवाइस दे सकती हूँ. और ये इतनी सिंपल चीज़ें हैं लाइफ की. ऐसी इतनी बड़ी चीज़ें भी नहीं हैं. ये छोटी सी चीज़ें हैं. व्हाट्स सो बिग डील अबाउट ओवर थिंकिंग? I know when there's a problem, you just bog down, oh my God, how do I get out of it? But that is the time you say कि oh my God करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. That same oh my God, please tell him, give me the solution. That same God will give you the solution for it. That oh my God. So find a solution. Problems हर एक की लाइफ में आते हैं. एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं हुआ, दूसरा नुक्कड़ पे खड़ा है, तो ये तो चलता ही रहेगा. सो क्या जिंदगी भर आप जस्ट ओवरथिंकिंग में रहोगे? क्या उसका कुछ इलाज भी करोगे? ऐसी ही जिंदगी थोड़ी जाएगी, बीतेगी. फिर इसका परिणाम क्या होता है? एनीवे, यू गेट अंडर स्ट्रेस, यू गेट हाई बीपी, यू गेट कोलेस्ट्रॉल. तो नुकसान किसका कर रहे हैं आप? अपना खुद का. और ये विक्टिम मोड में जाओगे. डोंट गेट दिस विक्टिम मोड. फाइट इट. यू गॉट टू हैव द फाइटिंग स्पिरिट. यू गॉट टू फाइट. डोंट बी ओ पोर मी. नो. This attitude is ridiculous because one thing leads to the other, to the other, to the other. So stop this overthinking business. This is no some great thinking. I am an overthinker. It's not a feather in your cap. Remember that. You're not getting sympathy from people by saying you're an overthinker. When you tell somebody I overthink, सामने वाला आपको अरे don't overthink, उससे क्या मिलेगा, उससे क्या होगा, ये सब करेंगे. अंदर से बोलते रहेंगे कि what nonsense, why rubbish, who's going to help him out, let him do his own thing. And they will move away from you after some time. Because you keep on and on the same topic. कोयला जितना घिसोगे उतना काला ही रहता है. So overthinking actually is not a problem at all. The problem is you're not getting out of the problem and going into the solution mode. That is the problem, not overthinking. So just flip, change your zone. That same mind which is overthinking, tell it that I do not want this, I want the solution. That same mind, it's your mind, You only can control it. No one else can come and control it. अपने पैरों पे कुल्हाड़ी मारना चाहते हो तो continue overthinking. It's your life. Remember, what do you want to do? You want to snap out of these silly zones and move on, or you want to still sit there and go round and round and round and round about it, and you'll be stuck there. Finally, you start sinking down. You want to do that with your life, or you want to jump up and say, nothing doing, I'm going ahead. Choice is yours. Right? Okay, so I hope I have given you a satisfactory answer about overthinking, this person who has suggested to do this particular video on overthinking. And I will pray that you get your answers, you get out of the overthinking zone and come to the solution zone. Try it out once. These are very simple things in life. These are very simple things. अगर ये सब चीज़ों से बाहर नहीं निकलोगे तो आगे कैसे जाओगे मेरे भाई? We need to do a lot. Our life is not just meant to be stuck on this one point and overthink on this silly one thing. Okay? So if you think you've got the answer, or you can practice it, and if you get the solution and if you feel better, please do write to me and tell me that thanks for the solution and I'm feeling much better by getting into the solution mode. Very simple. When I'm telling you all these things, I hope you guys don't think that, oh, it's so easy for her to say. My dear friends, whenever I'm speaking of all these things, all of this I have gone through. I cannot speak without an experience. It will never hit you hard because it will just be lip service. I have gone through all of this. I have been into spirituality for 35-36 years, which most of you know. So मैंने ये सारी चीज़ों से मैं गुजर चुकी हूँ. उससे मैं खुद बाहर आ गई हूँ ये सब करके. Of course, my gurus have helped me, my masters have helped me do this. I followed them. And here is where I am. So this is out of experience that I'm talking, okay? So try doing it. If you really love me and if you care for me and if you think my advice is a little valuable, please try doing that at least once. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much. Do connect with me always. And I love you all. You'll all be in my prayers always. Thank you.